The sun was warm that morning. The sky was very blue. My phone rang early. "Let's go on a spring trip," she said. I was still in bed. I looked at my phone. It was my best friend, Lily. "Are you free today?" she asked. I sat up slowly. I looked out the window. The light was soft. The trees moved in the wind. "Yes, I think I am," I said. "Why?" "Let's go outside," she said. "The weather is too nice. We should not stay at home." I smiled. I felt a small light in my heart. "Okay," I said. "Where do we go?" "Anywhere is fine," she said. "A park, a hill, just somewhere green." I got out of bed. I opened the window. The air felt fresh. I took a deep breath. "It smells like spring," I said. "Yes," she laughed. "That is why we need a trip." We talked for a few more minutes. Then we made a simple plan. "Let's meet at the bus stop," she said. "Okay, in 1 hour?" "Perfect." I put down my phone. I stood in my room for a moment. I felt quiet, but happy. I did not think about work. I did not check my emails. I just stood there and looked at the sky. Then I started to get ready. I washed my face. The water was cool. I felt more awake. I picked a light shirt. I picked my favorite jeans. I wanted to feel easy and free. I looked at my bag. I did not need many things. I took a small bottle of water. I took some snacks. I took a book, but I was not sure I would read it. Then I stopped. "Maybe I should bring fruit," I said to myself. I went to the kitchen. I found 2 apples. I washed them and put them in my bag. "Simple is good," I said softly. My phone rang again. "Are you ready?" Lily asked. "Almost," I said. "What about you?" "I am packing snacks," she said, "and I made sandwiches." "You made sandwiches?" I smiled. "Yes," she said. "Spring trip needs good food." "That sounds perfect," I said. I put on my shoes. I looked at myself in the mirror. I looked different. Not because of my clothes, but because of my mood. I looked lighter. "I like this," I said quietly. Before I left, I looked around my room one more time. Everything was the same, but I felt different. I opened the door. I walked outside. The air touched my face. The sun was warm again. I started to walk to the bus stop. My steps were slow, but easy. For the first time in many days, I did not feel busy. I just felt ready. Ready for the day. Ready for the trip. Ready for something simple and good. I saw Lily at the bus stop. She waved at me with a big smile. "Hey," she said. "Hey," I said back. I walked to her. "You look happy," she said. "I am," I said. "Today feels different." She nodded. "I feel the same." The bus came soon. We got on together. We found 2 seats by the window. "I like window seats," she said. "Me too," I said. The bus started to move. The city slowly passed by. At first I saw tall buildings. I saw people with bags. I saw busy faces. Then, little by little, things changed. The buildings became smaller. The streets became quieter. The sky looked bigger. "Look," Lily said. She pointed outside. I followed her hand. Trees. So many trees. They were green and full. Some had small flowers. Pink, white, light yellow. "They are so beautiful," I said. "Yes," she said softly. "Spring is here." The window was a little open. The wind came in. It touched my face. It felt cool and fresh. I closed my eyes for a second. "This feels so nice," I said. Lily smiled. "We should do this more often." "Yes," I said. "We should." We did not talk for a moment. We just looked outside. The road was long. The sky was clear. The sunlight moved on the trees. Time felt slow. "Do you want some snacks?" Lily asked. "Already?" I laughed. "It's a trip," she said. "We can eat any time." "That is true," I said. She opened her bag. She took out a small box. "I made these this morning. she said. I looked inside. Small sandwiches. Very neat, very cute. They look so good, I said. Try one, she said. I took one. I took a small bite. It was soft. It was fresh. It tasted simple, but nice. This is really good, I said. I'm glad you like it, she said. We shared the sandwiches. We shared some chips. We shared water. We also shared small stories. Do you remember last spring? She asked. I thought for a moment. We stayed inside a lot, I said. Yes, she said. We were so busy. I looked outside again. Today is better, I said. She nodded. Much better. A child sat in front of us. He looked out the window and laughed. Mom, look, flowers, he said. I smiled when I heard him. Simple things make people happy, I said. Yes, Lily said. We just forget sometimes. The bus moved faster now. The city was far behind us. I saw open space. I saw grass. I saw a small lake in the distance. Are we close? I asked. I think so, Lily said. She checked her phone. Yes, 2 more stops. I felt a small excitement again. Good, I said. I can't wait. Lily looked at me and smiled. Me too, she said. We sat quietly again. The bus moved forward. The wind came in. The sun stayed warm. Everything felt easy. We did not hurry. We did not worry. We just moved, slowly, together. The bus stopped. We're here, Lily said. We got off the bus. The ground felt soft under my feet. In front of us there was a big park, green grass, tall trees, open sky. Wow, I said, this place is beautiful. I told you, Lily smiled. We walked slowly into the park. The wind moved the grass. The sun stayed warm on my face. I saw people sitting on the grass. Some were reading, some were talking, some were just lying down. It feels so calm, I said. Yes, Lily said. This is perfect. We found a nice spot under a tree. This one? She asked. I looked up. The leaves were green and full. The light came through them in small pieces. Yes, I said. I like this spot. We sat down on the grass. The ground was cool. The air was soft. For a moment we said nothing. We just sat there. I like this, I said quietly. Me too, she said. Lily opened her bag. Time to eat, she said. I laughed. Again? It's a picnic, she said. We eat, we relax. That sounds right, I said. She took out the sandwiches again. She also brought fruit and juice. You really planned this, I said. Of course, she smiled. Spring trip needs good food. I took an apple from my bag. I brought these, I said. Oh, nice, she said. We have a full meal now. We started to eat. This sandwich is still good, I said. Good, she said. I was a little worried. Why? I asked. I made it very early, she said. I smiled. It's perfect. At that moment, the wind came a little stronger. A napkin flew into the air. Oh no, Lily said. We both reached for it, but it flew away again. We looked at each other. Then we laughed. Let it go, I said. Yes, she laughed. It wants to travel too. We went back to eating. Juice, fruit, sandwiches, simple food, simple moment. But it felt very full. A bird landed near us. It looked at our food. Do you want some? I said softly. Lily smiled. Be careful. It may stay with us. That's okay, I said. The bird stayed for a moment. Then it flew away. We watched it go. I like this kind of day, Lily said. What kind? I asked. A slow day, she said. No rush, no plan. I nodded. Yes, just sitting here is enough. I lay back on the grass. The sky was above me, so big, so blue. A few white clouds moved slowly. Come on, I said. Lie down. Lily lay down next to me. Wow, she said. The sky looks different from here. Yes, I said. Everything feels different today. We looked at the sky. We did not talk much. We did not need to. I heard birds. I felt the wind. I saw the light move. I forgot about time. I forgot about work. I just stayed in that moment. "This is a good trip," I said softly. "Yes," Lily said. "A very good one." We stayed on the grass for a long time. The sun moved slowly in the sky. The light became softer. "I feel so relaxed," I said. "Me too," Lily said. "I don't want to leave." "We don't have to hurry," I said. "Yes," she smiled. "Let's stay a little longer." I sat up and looked around. A couple walked by, hand in hand. A dog ran across the grass. A child flew a kite in the distance. Everything looked simple. Everything looked calm. "Do you want to walk a little?" Lily asked. "Sure," I said. We stood up and brushed the grass off our clothes. We walked slowly, side by side. No rush, no plan. Just walking. "Look at those flowers," Lily said. I looked down. Small flowers grew near the path, pink and white. "They are so small," I said, "but so pretty." "Yes," she said, "I almost missed them." We stopped for a moment. I took out my phone. "Let's take a photo," I said. "Okay," she said. She stood next to me. We smiled at the camera. Click. Then we took another one, and another. "Wait," Lily laughed. "One more." "Okay, last one," I said. We looked at the photo together. "We look happy," she said. "We are happy," I said. We kept walking. After a while, we found a small lake. The water was quiet. The surface was smooth like glass. "Wow," Lily said. "This is beautiful." We stood by the lake. I looked at the water. I saw the sky in it. I saw the trees. "It feels so peaceful," I said. Lily nodded. "I like days like this," she said. "Me too," I said. We did not move for a moment. Then Lily spoke again. "We are always busy," she said. "Yes," I said. "Work, messages, plans. Every day," she said. I looked at the water again. "But today we are here," I said. She smiled. "Yes, just here." I took a deep breath. The air felt clean. "I feel calm," I said. "I feel light," she said. We found a bench near the lake and sat down. We watched the water. We watched the sky. Time passed, but we did not feel it. "Thank you for today," I said. Lily looked at me. "Why?" "For asking me to come," I said. She smiled. "Thank you for saying yes," she said. I smiled too. "I'm glad I did," I said. The wind moved again, soft, gentle, like the day. We sat there quietly. No need for many words. This moment was enough. The sun was lower in the sky. The light turned soft and golden. "I think it's time to go," Lily said. I nodded. "Yes, but I don't want to." "Me neither," she smiled. We stood up slowly. I looked around the park one more time. The grass, the trees, the quiet lake. Everything looked the same. But it felt different now. "Let's come again," I said. "Of course," Lily said. "Next time we stay longer." We laughed. We walked back to the bus stop. Our steps were slower now, a little tired, but in a good way. "My legs feel a bit tired," I said. "That means today was good," she said. "I think so too," I smiled. We reached the bus stop and sat down. The sky became orange and pink. "Look at the sky," Lily said. "It's beautiful," I said. We watched it together. No phones, no talking, just watching. The bus came after a few minutes. We got on and found seats again. This time we sat quietly. Not because we had nothing to say, but because we felt full. I leaned my head back. The bus moved slowly. I looked out the window. The trees moved past us. The light faded little by little. "I had a really good day," I said softly. Lily turned to me. "Me too," she said. "A very good day." We smiled at each other. Then we looked outside again. The city slowly came back. More people, more lights. But I did not feel the same as before. Something inside me was still calm. "Let's do this again soon," Lily said. "Yes," I said, "not too long from now." "Deal," she said. We reached our stop. We got off the bus together. The air was cooler now. "See you," she said. "See you," I said. She walked one way. I walked the other. I walked slowly toward home. I felt a little tired, but I was still smiling. I thought about the day, the bus, the trees, the sandwiches, the quiet lake. It was a small trip, very simple, but it stayed in my heart. I opened my door and stepped inside. My room was the same as before, but I was not the same. I felt lighter, I felt calm, I felt full. I sat down by the window. The night came slowly. I looked outside one last time. Spring was outside, but it was also inside me.